In 1206, on a vast Mongolian steppe, a man named Temujin was crowned Genghis Khan, the universal ruler. This moment marked the birth of the Mongol Empire, destined to become the largest contiguous empire in history. From China to Europe, the Mongols united vast territories, reshaping the world through conquest, trade, and cultural exchange. Yet, alongside their unmatched ambition came immense destruction, leaving a legacy both awe-inspiring and controversial. How did this empire rise from the nomadic tribes of the steppes, and what led to its ultimate fall? Genghis Khan's conquests began in northern China, where he defeated the Xia and Jin dynasties. But it was the Khwarezmian Empire in Central Asia that cemented his reputation for both brilliance and brutality. When a Khwarezmian governor executed Mongol diplomats, Genghis Khan retaliated with devastating force. Cities like Bukhara and Samarkand were razed, their populations massacred or enslaved. These campaigns left a trail of destruction so severe that it took centuries for some regions to recover. Historians estimate that millions perished during Mongol invasions. Though the exact numbers remain a topic of debate, some records suggest as many as 40 million deaths, with others arguing that such figures are a bit exaggerated. What is certain is the sheer scale of Mongol campaigns was unprecedented, leaving behind a legacy of fear and awe. Yet Genghis Khan's conquests were not purely destructive. He established trade routes that connected distant regions, enabling the flow of goods, ideas, and technologies. His empire was both a destroyer and a creator. Genghis Khan's death in 1227 did not slow the expansion of the Mongol Empire. His successors, including his son Ogedei, continued his campaigns. Ogedei oversaw the Mongols' invasion of Eastern Europe, where cities like Kiev were obliterated. The Hungarian plains echoed with the thunder of Mongol hooves, and even Vienna prepared for siege. Western Europe escaped conquest only because of Ogedei's death, which required the Mongols to retreat to select a new Khan. The Mongol Empire reached its zenith under Kublai Khan, Genghis Khan's grandson. Kublai conquered China and established the Yuan dynasty, ruling from his capital in modern-day Beijing. His court became a center for art, science, and administration, attracting figures like Marco Polo, whose accounts introduced Europe to the wealth and sophistication of the East. The Mongols governed their vast empire with pragmatism and tolerance. They allowed religious freedom, granting protections to Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, and others. This policy fostered loyalty among conquered people, who were often allowed to retain their traditions and leaders as long as they submitted to Mongol rule. The empire became a conduit for cultural and technological exchange. Gunpowder from China, Persian astronomy, and Arabic medical knowledge flowed across Mongol trade routes. Marco Polo's journey to Kublai Khan's court exemplified this interconnected world, inspiring Europeans to explore and trade beyond their borders. Despite its vastness, the Mongol Empire was not invincible. Kublai Khan's campaigns in Japan ended in failure, with his fleets destroyed by typhoons, the legendary kamikaze, or divine winds. In Southeast Asia, the dense jungles and fierce resistance proved insurmountable. Internally, the empire began to fragment. The four Khanates, the Golden Horde, the Ilkhanate, the Chagatai Khanate, and the Yuan dynasty all drifted apart, each pursuing its own interests. This disunity marked the beginning of the empire's decline. The fragmented Khanates shaped the regions they ruled for centuries. The Golden Horde influenced the rise of Moscow as a political and economic power, laying the groundwork for the future Russian state. The Ilkhanate in Persia patronized arts and sciences, fostering a golden age of Persian literature and innovation. Meanwhile, Central Asia, under the Chagatai Khanate, remained a vital hub for trade along the Silk Road. These fragmented states ensured that the Mongol legacy endured long after the empire itself faded. The Black Death dealt a catastrophic blow to the Mongol Empire. The trade routes that once brought prosperity now carried the plague, decimating populations across Eurasia. Civil wars and uprisings further weakened the Khanates. In China, the Yuan dynasty fell to the Ming, and in the West, the Golden Horde fractured into smaller states. By the end of the 14th century, the once mighty Mongol Empire was no more. Its collapse left behind a transformed world. The Mongol Empire's legacy is a bit of a paradox. It was a force of unparalleled destruction, yet it also connected the world in ways that laid the foundation for globalization. The Pax Mongolica facilitated trade and cultural exchange, bridging continents and fostering innovation. Modern nation-states like Russia and China still bear the imprint of Mongol rule. Perhaps the Mongols' greatest legacy is the lesson they offer, that power can both unify and devastate, creating a world where destruction and progress often goes hand in hand. Picture again the vast steppes, the thundering hooves, and the boundless ambition of one man who forever changed the course of history. What do you think? Were the Mongols a force for progress, destruction, or somewhere in between? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to uncover more stories of history's greatest empires and their enduring legacies.